So let's see how quickly I can get done with this one, since I do want to take advantage of my girls' nap time to also do some work. But since it's already Thursday, I also want to make sure I have my next week planned out. So this is actually the last one I shared with you all. I didn't end up writing anything here. I think I do have a quote that I want to write before I post this last video. Again, technical difficulties that have let me fall behind. And then I kind of fell off on this week. Came back on this week, and as always, man, my weekends are always like family time that I always leave in blank. And this is the current week, so it's slowly coming back together. But I did want to make sure I shared this one with you all before I fall more behind. So as you can see, the sticky does not have any plans. I actually thought I would be traveling this week, but because of the weather, we're expecting a couple of freeze days this week, and since we do have a pup at home, I want to stay home to be able to provide a better shelter for him, stay here with him just to make sure he has a good night. And also I need to make sure our pipes don't burst. So this is a collection of stickers I plan to use. Definitely going for a lot more of a pink theme. And these are actually some leftover October stickers, but since this is just like pink, it doesn't really resemble anything from Thanksgiving or November or autumn, really. I find this to be a very neutral pink. So I have been debating on putting this right at the bottom like this, or covering the top and maybe using another box sticker just to block out more information. But for sure, I know I want the strip to go all the way down, so let me do it on this side already. Now I definitely want to continue having like a box drawn out like this. And as you can see, I don't always use them, but I like to have them there as decorative pieces, just in case something pops out. So isn't she just gorgeous? Like the way her skirt is flowing. I loved it. Even though we're more of a winter season, I thought it was the little boost that I needed to clear out the winter blues. So I'm hoping this is a good color for the border. I know it's very light, but let's test it out. So already December, I feel all of the excitement of getting into that new planner. I kid you not, I did realize that I am so behind with setting up this month. What is it? Today is the 5th. And there are still things from my December setup that I haven't finished, so that really gave me an eye-opener as to how much in advance I need to prepare those pages. So I am keeping that in the forefront as I start to plan out not only the setup of my new planner, but also the first month of January. So a lot of planning. For sure, that's something I'm gonna have to keep track of. So yes, that's something that I have to remember for this week. This week is going to be not only for house projects, but also to get started on prepping my new planner. So yay, that's gonna be a lot of videos to share with y'all. Let's put this in the blue section. But I want to use this sticker because the color matches perfectly. And if you guys saw, I was trying to save these stickers thinking I was not going to have enough for November, and at the end with my notes pages, I kind of reached a point of like just getting tired of them and planning less and being more action than writing mode. So I had a lot left over, and now I'm just trying to like change my mindset about that sticker anxiety and using something that I'm later like gonna want. It's like, no, just use it today. Take advantage of the present and use it today. So I think I'm just gonna keep them handy, these throughout the week, and these circles too, as things pop up so I can take note of items. I like the idea of having my remember sticker right here. Like that I can have a big category of items that I can keep track of. Oh, I like it more towards the corner. And again, using colors and markers to make additional layers. But these are definitely a good color, and these four are colors that I want to implement because I think they're a really good match with what I already have going on. And being that I use this marker on this side of the page, I probably want to do another marker picture over here. Maybe a circle? Okay. Let's keep on going. You guys, and another thing is that I have been having it on my schedule, I think since October or early November, to buy my stickers for the new year, and I still haven't. That's another thing that is kind of like on my to-do list. This 𝓲𝓷𝓭𝓮𝔁, I'm going to use it for my little sticker mania. Make sure I purchase those before shops close down, because that is something that I remember happening to me last year. I was going to go to buy stickers, and then turns out that the shops were already closed for the holidays. Put my circle here. Let's see how good I am at drawing circles. Don't laugh at my hand positionings. I don't know why they do that. Not bad. Now the hard part is going to be shading that in. Let's see. Aren't vertical weeklies like so much fun to decorate? I love them. The only time when I get a little frustrated with myself is when I'm writing down information, and because of my stickers and my decor, I don't have enough space anymore, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have done this to myself. Little decor to make the perimeter more interesting. And then I could probably leave this one on top, or should I just let it be? Let it float in the ether on its own. Yeah, I like it more on its own. This time with my December plan with me, I already knew what I was going to use, so I didn't feel rushed. I was like, this is going to be a simple setup. Well, it was simple to set up, but again, the time to just sit down and get going with it is what took me a little longer. Okay, there we go. We used all the stickers. Yep. I think that looks so much better. And then I don't think I'll use these box ones anymore since I think I have enough already. So I'll put these away. Hopefully these circle stickers get a little bit of utilization, as well as the lazy day one. And in case I need any additional deco, I'm going to keep this little set up front. And I like to keep it right here in this page since it doesn't open as easily. So throughout the week, as I need them, I'll go ahead and put them in. Right now I have a bunch of colors with me because these two are my main ones that I have used to decorate my December notes pages. So here's like a little glimpse of it. If you guys are interested in seeing it, make sure to subscribe because I'll be uploading the videos of how that one's coming along in the future. And then I'm not really using this color right now, so I can take it out of here. I'm done with this one too. We're no longer in November, so I'm not using that color either. And these are kind of like the ones I'm using currently. Okay, this is a good match. So let's take these two out. After camera, you guys already know, I'll be adding in my weather as the weekend approaches, just so I can make sure these are a little bit more accurate. So that will be done at a later date. And as for my habits, this week I decided not to put in beforehand my workout section or our lesson plan section. I decided to keep it out and instead do it more in an order of like how we did things. So a bit of a mix of memory planning, and I don't even know if it can be called memory planning because it already happened. So memory keeping and tasks oriented too, which hasn't worked out the best because on Tuesday I actually did work out, but I didn't write it down. And now that I remember that, I might as well do a little note of it. Obviously I did not have the workout at night after dinner, but it's the only place where it fits now. So maybe that wasn't the best plan. But it's fun. It's fun to switch it up every so often just to keep things fresh. See what other changes you can do to better help. In my case, even though I wanted to look at my planner and not just have everything as a line, I wanted to have a little bit more of difference in views, like have a workout here, workout over here, and one over here, just because I thought it would look better. So not the best way. I'm giving you guys bad tips. That is not the way you want to do it. Just because it's aesthetically pleasing to your eyes, the way it's set up, it may not always be the most functional. Let me just keep what I know is working, and I definitely don't want to change. So top, my focus for the day. That always helps keep me centered, especially for days where I have so much brain fog and I feel a little overwhelmed and I'm like, what do I even do? It helps to see that little box and it's like, okay, if there's nothing else you can do today, at least get this done. And that will be enough. So that's how I'm a little lenient with myself on days that I'm positively exhausted. And then definitely keeping the time that I wake up and my 2 little habits in the morning. So we'll draw the little sun for that. And I switched the order for these. Before I used to have my morning habits and then the little sun. But to be honest, I write the time I wake up first and then I focus on the other things. And that is something that I have been debating on, maybe keeping, since I've been wanting to add more stuff to my morning routine, but I know it would bulk up the space I have here. I have been considering maybe having a task routine on my notes pages that says AM and all the things I have to do for my AM routine, and then all the things I have to do for my PM routine that should be done consecutively, right? So like if I'm in the bathroom, might as well not only brush my teeth, but also wash my face, maybe already do my hair, maybe already apply a little makeup. So things that would be done can be done at a single time, just finish them up versus having them over here bulking up my daily tasks. I don't know, just something I'm considering but haven't really tried out. But for now, since I do want to conserve some space, let me just focus on my main ones, which are taking in my water so I can cleanse my system from sleeping all night, and then starting work at 6 a.m. I changed the sunshine one because, guys, with it being so cold, I was not going outside to get that sunshine. Like, just being honest. And just with work being the way it is, like, I feel like I'm losing time being outside just looking at the sun. I've committed myself to. So water, and I know it looks like a G, but it's actually a 6. Water and 6 a.m. work start. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very flexible with myself, so 6 a.m. work start can mean anything from exactly 6 a.m. to 6:15, 6:45, all of those count as 6 a.m. So make sure that you give yourself a couple of wins there for something that's difficult. Me starting exactly at 6 is hard because that means I have to wake up around 5:50 at the latest to be at my desk by 6. So give yourself achievable goals and have some flexibility with that. So just being honest there about how my thing is set up. And then I am not keeping my main work tasks anymore over here because for December I actually took out this beauty from my hidden stock. As I was trying to decide what I was going to use for 2025, I pulled out old things that I have, different planner sizes and different planners. I had a couple of inserts in here too, and decided to start using them to see if maybe it'd be something that I'd like to implement for the new year. And I had a lot of, let me open it to a clean page because I am currently using this for work. Get rid of the sticky. I had a lot of these dailies, which currently for this month, I am using them as my work planners. So it's been really helpful. And this is where I am keeping the bulk of those top task lists. I'll write them here and I can see it when I need it. So that's why I'm not writing it right now on my weekly. What I am keeping, however, is my productivity bubbles. So these are measured by client and the work I'm doing. So sometimes, for example, on Tuesdays, that I know this is when we typically have our weekly meetings, I should be adding another bubble to note that. But I'm going to have to probably have an additional work that day because I have to set up for stuff after the meeting. So that's kind of how I'm gauging it now. Now it's not just like, oh, I got to focus on the 3 clients every day. No, I'm trying to do it more like project-based, not only client-based. So those are what my little productivity bubbles are changing for. And isn't that so much fun? All the thinking that goes behind just 2 sheets of paper and that it's showing are representing so much. And this is what I mean by look at all these tasks that just need to get done on a regular basis, and that's already 3 lines that I lose out of other things that I could have written in there. And the same on the days I don't exercise, that's a line I could have used to write something else in. So I kind of get a little nervous about that when it's like and some days I don't need that much space, like over here I left blank spots, and then other days I do. So it's a give and take, really. Like that's just the thing about writing stuff down, and not maybe in comparison to a digital planner where you have the flexibility of moving things. Not so much here, but I definitely have noticed that when it comes to paper, it helps me a lot more than being a digital planner. You know what, to make it fun for myself, I am just going to randomly, I hope this doesn't come back to bite me, going to randomly put the gym days on different spots. I honestly don't even think I'm going to work out on Sunday, but still. Well, that makes it a little more fun. Now I still get my aesthetics right, but without forgetting, like, hey, did you work out today? And with it being so cold, I bet you I'm gonna be more of a couch potato, or maybe I should say a desk potato. I'll just be spending more time on my computer. I know I also want to bring back my little TV. That would be really helpful to have. Guys, I completely forgot. I was going to leave a spot over here to have my sleep tracker. And now I'm kind of blocked by this highlight. And over here too. So I'm wondering if I should just put it horizontally right here. It seems kind of like the best spot for it at this point. Maybe I could even have it in this section. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So Monday, Tuesday. Okay, let's get a couple of sticky notes out. So I think these would be fine. Actually, I should buy more of these smaller ones because I hate not always using up the entire paper. So what I'm considering is that goal-wise, by this time, my January should already be complete. So here, I need to start setting up my January pages. I don't have to fill them out, but I need to set them up for sure. And then this week, I need to start setting up my 2025 planner, which is different things. This one is setting up for the month, and this one is setting up for the year. Oh, and why did I, I'm like, why did I write it here and not just write it like down on the actual week? I could probably do like the breakdown of all the things I want to set up for that here. But I wanna be able to savor the layout for a little more, and then as I'm ready to, as I approach the week, I'll start writing in things already a little more in stone, or in this case in ink. So I want to do that. And initially I was planning on traveling and was going to make this a research week, but now that I'm staying home, I actually need to work on my kitchen cabinets. So I'm probably going to start that. Okay, yes, and those are going to be my main focuses that tie into my monthly goals. So there you go, guys. Not too much written in. Hopefully I can start implementing, like, as we look back onto the week, showing you what all I actually put in and how I broke down my information. But so far, this is like me brainstorming, just setting up the week like that. Once the weekend comes and I'm already looking here, I can start jotting things down exactly how I see things best fit. So I hope you all enjoyed this setup. I'm definitely looking forward to using up these pages, and the excitement of, setting up for 2025 is also definitely there. I hope you all can enjoy the final weeks that we have left on our 2024 planners as we prep to do the transition. So can't wait to see you here on the next one, and I hope you have a fun time setting up your planners too. Bye-bye.